What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Clown Questions, the show where there are no dumb questions. I'm your host, Matt K. Maurer, and the question on my mind today is, how do we get the Packers to draft Jennings Dunker? That's all I want, and we're going to see if we can make it happen. We're going to talk some NFL Combine today. We got a great guest, a ball knower, an NFL guy through and through, Brenden Paddock, one of my good friends. We're going to talk some NFL Combine. Maybe some college basketball, maybe sprinkle in a little F1 or some golf. We'll see. It should be a fun show. So who's down to clown?
That's a clown question, bro.
All right, now pulling up to the pod is reoccurring guest Brenden Paddock. We were roommates, good friend of mine. Brenden, thank you for joining me on the show again today. I'm excited to talk some NFL and other sports as well.
Yeah, thanks for having me on again. It's been a while since I've been on the show, but I can't wait to talk about all of our topics.
Yeah, no, I forget. Is this your second or a third time that you've been on the show?
I think it's my third. I went on twice. We talked about
did some college football one of the times, I think.
Yeah, we did the college football playoffs, the first college football playoffs, and then in the summer we talked about Brewers and college football.
Oh, that's right. All right. Well, yeah, today obviously college football season ended a while ago, so not a ton to talk about there unless you got any thoughts on Fernando Mendoza. But no, I definitely want to talk a lot about the NFL Combine. We had quite a bit of news in the last, couple of days here. Some big trades, some free agents. I guess Cam Jordan's a free agent. Stefon Diggs gets cut. But I need to start off with an important question first. How was Disney World? I think I saw on your Instagram story you were out. Was it Disney World or Disneyland? How was that?
It was Disney World. I was in Magic Kingdom. It was really fun. I had a really good time. Yeah.
Magic Kingdom. Are they having? I saw they were having a Magic City night in Atlanta. I wonder if they do like a Magic Kingdom night for the Orlando Magic? Maybe I don't know.
Maybe
that's in Orlando, right?
Yeah, it's in Orlando. It was pretty magical and fun.
Yeah. Did you do the whole Epcot thing? What you drink at every country or something?
No, dude. So I was only there for like the long weekend. I only had time for the classic like Magic Kingdom Park.
Okay.
So I was there the whole day. It was a lot of fun.
Some roller coasters.
Yeah, we hit all of them. Went in early, hit all of them.
Yeah. So you're a Disney adult now.
No, I hope I don't give off that vibe.
You don't. No, you got a Disney adult wouldn't be wearing a Jimi Hendrix shirt. That's that's more of a rock and roll guy. But
I give up the hippie vibe.
yes, exactly. The hippie Hendrix vibe. But let's talk some NFL here. I want to talk a lot about I was interested because I texted you. I'm like, hey, what sports are you following recently? And you were like, I want to talk about the Combine. And, not a lot of people talk about the Combine, I think. So I am excited to talk about that. But before we get to the Combine, I want to talk about some of the recent news. We had a big trade today. A big trade go down. Kind of threw me off guard a little bit. DJ Moore ends up getting traded from the Bears to the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bears traded like Moore and a 5th rounder to the Bills for a 2nd round pick. So pretty interesting trade there. Obviously, Josh Allen sort of had a rotating cast of wide receivers, in his time in Buffalo. I guess outside of Stefon Diggs, who we'll get to in a second here. But do you think Josh Allen finally found his wide receiver one here with DJ Moore?
No.
No?
Absolutely not. No.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely. Well, Moore's kind of old. I mean, like he played pretty good last year, right? Like he was a pretty like reliable target for young Caleb Williams.
He killed the Packers a time or
two. Yeah, but that wasn't that hard to do without Micah and our weak secondary. And
Shout out Keyshawn.
Shout out Keyshawn. Yeah, he thinks he's a CB1.
Is he a free agent?
I have no idea. I was frustrated after that game. Honestly, dude, I was out for that game, and I was like, I was so frustrated with it after. I haven't really followed football that intensely since. I've been on like a dry spell of
Yeah.
football.
Yeah, I was
So it's like,
unfortunately in the same room with the Vizzettis that night, and
bro,
there's
no.
all Packers fans and three Vizzettis, and
Oh
obviously the
god.
Vizzettis went crazy over that DJ Moore touchdown. But no, you don't think Moore is kind of the bona fide number one that Josh Allen's sort of been searching for since Diggs left?
I think he's like a number one receiver on that team as of right now, but like I don't think he's like an AJ Brown or a Tyreek Hill to what when he was with Mahomes
Sure. Okay.
or like a Puka Nakua type wide receiver. I think he's a solid receiver, but I don't think he's like I'm down on the Bills.
Not quite in that elite category. I am
Yeah,
too. I mean, I don't know. I regret. There's like I know you follow like freezing cold takes. I think whatever they have like they already
yeah.
knew he's got the other account. They're like drop your early Super Bowl prediction. I'll get rid of it. Knock on wood. I commented like Packers 29, Bills 28, but the Bills are weird because they're like, oh, we gotta move on from Sean McDermott. We need we need a regime change here. But they go out and hire their offensive coordinator, so it's like they didn't really change a whole lot. Joe Brady had already been with the team, so it's like, what did the Bills? Did they really change that much?
Yeah, I think it was just like I think he's a good coach. Obviously, I think McDermott was a solid coach, but yeah, I thought this was the year that the Bills got over the hump
Yeah, me
and
too.
made it to the Super Bowl. I didn't think the Patriots were that good. I didn't think the Broncos were. I thought the Broncos were pretty good with Bo Nix.
Yeah,
I thought they were probably. I guess they were the best team with the Bills in the AFC. I thought the Patriots were. I knew the Super Bowl was going to be a bad game once
yeah,
I saw the Seahawks were playing them. But like, I don't know. I think it's definitely like a hire for some like continuation and some continuity.
yeah.
Josh Allen, obviously, like he has a good relationship. Joe Brady is really smart. He's coached Burrow and Jamar Chase, and,
Huh.
and, uh,
Yeah, I guess I
and for
forgot that.
LSU, like got his rep there. Like
Right.
been a play caller for the Panthers and stuff. I think he's like I don't think he's bad. I mean, it's hard to be a bad play caller, Josh Allen.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I think I don't know. I think you're right though. I think they need new. I think there's always that like saying like it's kind of the same thing with the Packers, right? Like we want new blood, but it's like we take that risk of like it could be worse. But I think I think the Bills are playing it safe, but I
Yeah.
think I think it's like a C plus hire. Like we'll see if I mean he's
Yeah.
definitely got the X's and O's. We'll see if the culture and whatever. Like I know the GM and the coach had some issues,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. I don't think he'll be the one to get over the hump. And I think with Mahomes being healthy next year, I know that's a pretty like not. I don't
So
really have
yeah, I
anything
mean,
enough for
by
that
week
take, but
5 probably or so.
yeah,
So he'll be
yeah,
healthy, you'd think. But
yeah. I feel like it's just hard to win a Super Bowl, and I think I don't really know any defensive players on the Bills right now, to be honest. Like
Damar
I would
Hamlin,
have to look it
baby,
up. Yeah,
Damar.
yeah. I would have to look it up. Like I
Shout
mean,
out
like
Damar.
it's a team sport, and like as we saw with the Seahawks, like I mean, Sam Darnold played very very good, but like they have really good defense
Yeah.
and everything just kind of lined up, and I think it's going to take some luck for them to win.
Yeah. Yeah, like you said, we're neither of us. I don't think we're that high on the Patriots. They did end up, making it to the Super Bowl. And speaking of the Patriots, they go out and a couple days ago they had to release Stefon Diggs. Now he's maybe in a bit of a legal battle with
Yeah.
his personal
Oh my
chef. I
goodness.
don't know if him and Cardi B broke it up. We don't have to get into that, but Diggs gets released. Where do you think Diggs will wind up going here?
I think he's gonna go. I don't know if there's been any like rumors or what, but I think he ends up somewhere like the Broncos or with a like a young
Ooh,
QB, like
yeah,
kind of like the Patriots, who just kind of mentors the young QB, or
yeah,
somewhere where they need like a reliable receiver.
yeah. No, I
So
like that. Diggs,
I
Diggs
mean,
on
like
the
I have no idea.
Broncos would be kind of scary.
I don't know. Like I'd have to like look at like Polymarket or Kalshi or whatever people are
Sure,
saying, but
it's,
but
it's
like
Giannis's platform now. Kalshi,
yeah, that's crazy.
it's
But
his new sponsor. But no,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I think he goes somewhere with like he goes to like a solid team with a young QB and
Right.
kind of what he's been doing with uh, Bills
Yeah.
and
You see
Patriots
him
and Texans.
going somewhere where he can kind of continue to, compete and be in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Denver
with like
would
a
be
young
crazy.
team. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Denver would be my like scorching
Yeah.
hot take.
Yeah, no, he'd be dangerous in Denver, I think. But to
Yeah,
move on to a different trade, huge trade, probably the biggest trade of the week. I forget McDuffie. What's his first name? Trent McDuffie.
Trent McDuffie. Yeah,
He's not as big of a name as maybe Diggs or DJ Moore, but that trade was massive. I think what the
yeah,
Rams end up giving 4 picks in total
yeah,
in
yeah,
exchange
yeah.
for Trent McDuffie. I kind of like the move a lot for the Chiefs there because the Chiefs, they're not in like rebuild mode, but maybe like kind of a mini rebuild. We'll see if Travis Kelce comes back. Hopefully Mahomes gets healthy. But did the Rams get fleeced here? I feel like they gave up, like Trent McDuffie, great player, but I feel like they gave up a lot.
Yeah, I think they did kind of get fleeced. I mean, like, honestly, I know like McDuffie's like pretty good. I can't really say X and O wise why how good he is or whatnot, but I feel like the Chiefs really needed that with like we kind of saw last not I guess not like the Super Bowl like we saw it in the Super Bowl last year and this year especially.
Hmm.
Um, we saw the Chiefs kind of like eating up Patrick Mahomes' contract and like not have a really good roster and like Kelsey's getting old and just yeah, not performing to like the level that we're used to seeing with the Chiefs. So I think the Chiefs made the right move. I mean, like I don't think McDuffie's that valuable and
Hmm.
whatnot, but yeah, I think they did the right thing.
Yeah.
And
And
but yeah, I think the Rams did get fleeced a little bit. I mean, like I don't know if they're like Trent McDuffie's like the one player to like get them over the hump. Like I think the Rams are very solid. Like they were like what like 3 points away from the Super Bowl.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's where it's like the Ram they did it before and they ended up winning that Super Bowl with the first year they got Matthew Stafford there. So I think from their perspective it's like yeah, maybe not a great move for the future, but Stafford I think is returning, but you don't know how
yeah,
long it might just be one more year for Stafford. So I think
yeah,
they're kind of doing the same thing. Sell out and see if you can win it this next year here. So yeah, it'll be
yeah,
interesting,
yeah,
but I do like the move for the Chiefs and we'll see if the Rams win the Super Bowl, we're all gonna look back and be like, never mind, it was not a fleecing. The Rams know what they're doing, but
yeah.
only time will tell there, and only time will tell with what Kyler Murray ends up doing here. Oh, I think I might have lost Brenden here. I might have lost Beto. Let's
Yeah,
see
give me one sec.
if we get him back. I can
I'm
cut
coming.
this
I'm,
out.
yeah, I'm getting. I know you could.
You getting a phone call? My bad.
Yeah, just wait.
Okay,
I'm okay. I'm good.
okay, I can cut this out.
Okay,
Or
I'm back.
I actually might not cut it out I like my AI overlords do the
Yeah,
editing for me here, so
they can cut
it's
that.
pretty
All right,
nice.
sorry. So
I,
yeah,
I I'm
so the
in
NFL Combine.
NFL Combine. Well, two more things before the Combine. We will get to the Combine. But another kind of star player got released. Kyler Murray
Oh,
gets cut
yeah.
from the Cardinals. What do you think? I mean, what do you think's kind of the market for Kyler Murray? Do you think this coming year he'll end up as a starting quarterback somewhere? Or I mean, I don't know.
At
It's
the end
kind
of
of
the
a weird
year,
situation. Or I mean, this coming season, do you think he's going to be starting this year?
I think he'll start at some point. I don't know where. Like, I
You're
feel
not
like
sure about week
he.
one.
I don't know about week one. I like. I give it a better chance in the middle of the week.
Yeah. In
Or
the
not the
middle of the
week, so
season.
the
Yeah.
season. Sorry, middle of the season. Sorry.
Hey, in the middle of the week, he could go play in the World Baseball Classic, maybe. I
Yeah, he
don't
could.
know if
Yeah, he could. But
yeah.
he yeah, I think he's like a solid player. I don't think he's like a quarterback that can like him and Lamar. He's like just a diet version of Lamar. Like they're both freak athletes playing QB.
Mini
I mean, like
Lamar.
I could see, yeah, I could see him going to like I don't know. Like I could see him backing up like Bryce Young on the Panthers or something. Like
Ooh,
something
yeah.
like yeah, like a similar
Double
like
Trunny, double trouble. The two shortest
yeah,
QBs in the league teaming
yeah,
up. That'd be pretty
yeah.
sick.
Or like I can see it. Yeah, I can like I'm saying this like all uninformed. Like I have no idea what's going
Did you
on.
see him going back to baseball? What I mean, could he? Do you think? I mean,
What's Kalshi saying?
is it ridiculous? Yeah, you look at the Kalshi teams. The Oakland Athletics are like 5th in odds there. I don't know. Is that insane? Like, do you think what he hasn't played baseball in 8 years? Would it be possible? I bet he could play in the minor leagues. Maybe not the MLB though. Yeah, I don't know, but
But
yeah, I don't know. It'll be
yeah, I
interesting.
don't know.
To see.
I think he'll like. I mean, like the Cardinals are kind of a disaster, so I don't know. Like my like I could see him like backing up somewhere or like
Yeah.
being on a team that's in a transition phase and try to
Mm-hmm.
bring in a new QB. Like I think just like some like typical like journeyman crap.
Yeah, maybe
So,
a bridge quarterback for someone. Maybe
yeah.
maybe the Dolphins cut Tua and bring in Kyler.
Yeah, oh yeah, totally. I think that's a good take with our new defensive coordinator, but yeah,
Yeah.
or with our old defensive coordinator. Sorry,
We got the cards coordinator now. Pew pew explosives.
yeah, explosive.
Shout out Jonathan Gannon there.
Where he's like his pregame speech on Hard Knocks.
That's what he said to Micah Parsons when he first met him. But no, one more thing, and I keep saying we're going to talk about the combine. We haven't even mentioned it yet. But David Montgomery gets traded to the Texans. Any thoughts on that? You like the move for Houston?
I think that's a pretty solid move for Houston. I mean, like they give up what, like an offensive lineman and like a 7th round pick, right?
Yeah, Juice. I haven't heard of Juice Scruggs, but he's got one of the best names.
Yeah, that's a sick
especially as
name.
an O lineman. Yeah.
I think that's a solid. I think that's a solid trade for them. I mean, like their defense was elite last year.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, like I think CJ Stroud like did not play well. He's obviously like still trying to find what he had his first year. I think that'll help him. I think he was definitely worse than Jahmyr Gibbs. I think Jahmyr Gibbs was a lot better. So I think, but he complimented Jahmyr Gibbs well.
Yeah.
And
Maybe
he
kind of splits work with Woody Marks this coming year, I guess.
yeah, and yeah, totally. I think that's a fairly solid trade. I mean, like I don't know how much longer Montgomery has. I mean, he's been in the NFL for a while. I mean, I remember he's been on. Has he only been on the Lions? I thought
he played for the Bears as well, but yeah, like he had that kind of committee with Gibbs, so he's maybe doesn't have as much tread as most running backs his age, but
yeah, he doesn't have a lot of juice like as Gibbs does. I think Gibbs is a very good football player.
Yeah, no.
But
kidding.
I think that's a solid trade. So, but like, I don't know, like I don't know if it'll help like CJ Stroud play any better, but yeah, that is a pretty big trade.
Yeah, get ready to learn CJ Stroud, buddy. ever since CJ Stroud went up and little broed Caleb Williams post games, like, hey man, don't worry, stop taking those hits. CJ Stroud said the biggest, like, it sounded like an inspirational statement to Caleb Williams, but it was a whole lot of nothing. He's like, bro, everything you got in you is inside you already, bro. It's like, Caleb Williams looked at him like, what are you talking about?
They're like the same age. They signed at the same like Heisman Trophy.
It was literally like he got drafted a year before Caleb. I feel like it's all fallen off a cliff for Stroud since then.
Yeah, honestly, dude, I know this wasn't one of our topics, and I know the Bears fans watching will be pissed when I say this, but I don't think Caleb Williams' play is sustainable.
And I think what's huge for the Bears, and I think it maybe kind of forced their hand to make this DJ Moore trade to go out and get that 2nd-round pick. Drew Dahlman, their starting center, who they just signed to a huge contract.
Oh yeah,
retired. He retired.
Yeah.
He's only like 27 years old, and he retired. And the Bears were kind of out here thinking, they're in the Max Crosby market, but now I think they got bigger issues. If you don't have a center,
yeah, he was a pretty good center too.
Good luck running the ball. Yeah, he was one of the best centers in the league, I'm pretty sure. But,
it's just and then the same thing happened with the Lions. Remember when the Lions left tackle? Was it left tackle? Was it right now the left tackle?
Oh yeah, he tried to come out of retirement. That was at the end of last year. Yeah, no, I think he failed the physical. They were like, yeah, dude, you got a torn meniscus. He's like, I didn't even know.
Yeah,
What a
I mean, like,
beast to not even know.
yeah, I mean, like he was damn
tough.
good, and I feel like
Yeah.
I remember when the Packers first played like the Lions. Oh, so he wasn't the left tackle, he was the right tackle because Penei Sewell was the left.
Right.
Yeah, like I remember like the Lions offense looked abysmal like the first couple weeks. Like I think those like losses are like underrated.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think the Bears will like. I think the Bears will be solid. I think Caleb Williams is a solid QB, but I just think like the way the Bears played, like with the amount of comebacks they had to like get wins against. I mean, like honestly, like the Packer game was pretty incredible, but like I just think that's unsustainable. And I think they're due. They're probably like hot take. I think they'll miss the playoffs pretty easily.
Yeah, they're probably you got. I mean, you'd think they're maybe due for some regression after what they had 8 comeback wins or something.
Yeah,
stupid.
You remember what the Vikings did that one year with their first year
they went like
coach?
14. Was that they went 14-3 or something?
Yeah, it was like the same thing, and then they like the next year they completely like took a shit. Like it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah. I hope so. I hope the Bears go back to mediocrity. And Drew Dahlman retiring is going to help that.
Yeah, I think that's going to help. But we'll see. But anyway, that's my hot take.
No. I don't think it gets that hot of a take. I like that a lot. But speaking of the Packers, let's talk about the combine. Start off. How do we get Brian Gutekunst to draft Jennings Dunker? How do we get Goody to draft Jennings Dunker? If you're not familiar with Jennings Dunker, he's my new favorite player who I really want the Packers to go out and get in the first round. He's got red hair, he's got a mullet, and he loves Culvers. Tell me he's not the perfect fit at O-line for the Packers. I think O-line is maybe one of our bigger needs here. How do we get Goody to go out and get this Dunker kid? Because I'd really like to draft him.
Well, I don't know. I think he was a right tackle at Iowa, right?
Great question. I don't know. We'll put him anywhere. He can fight out with Jordan Morgan. And,
there we go. We'll have him watch Jordan Morgan's tackle tape.
Yeah. A little tackle competition and preseason here.
Yeah, but that's like a guy that Packers would draft. I feel like he's like prototypical like a prototypical lineman we draft like from Iowa, like the Midwest, and
he loves Culvers. He'd be a perfect culture fit. We got to get him.
Culture fit. Agreed.
We got to get him here. But yeah, to talk a little bit about the Packers, what do you think are our biggest needs going into the draft at the end of April here?
Yeah, I think our big needs are I think defensive cornerback.
Okay, yeah.
I think we need a cornerback. I don't know if like we'll be able to draft like a guy good enough. Like, because I know we're drafting in the second round, but I'm not sure how late.
Oh, that's shit. I was saying I want Jennings in the first. We don't have a first. I forgot.
Yeah,
about
I mean,
that.
I think we need another defensive end. I think Rashawn Gary played like crap at the end of the year.
Yeah, Quay Walker could be a free agent. I think.
Yeah, Quay Walker, and then Romeo Dobbs is a free agent, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I think wide receiver. I mean, we've been saying that for a while, but. And then I think tight end's a sneaky one.
Huh. Yeah, I guess we got Kraft coming off the ACL and Musgrave. I thought Musgrave was going to step up a little more. I mean, he wasn't horrible, but obviously, it's tough to replace Kraft. He was looking like top 5 tight end in the league when he was healthy last year,
Yeah, but yeah, I think those are my main ones. I think I don't think it would hurt to draft like an offensive lineman. We had a lot of like offensive line injuries, but
yeah,
maybe we can make a move. I don't know, but I feel like defensive line, more specifically opposite end of Micah, because we had no pass rush without Micah, and we couldn't stop a pass. So I think those are my main. Some
of the
ones.
trenches and cornerback, pretty much.
Yeah, okay. I don't know who's going to be available day 2, but.
Hopefully Jennings Dunker. But outside of Jennings Dunker, Who really impressed you at the NFL Combine this year?
Oh, it's Sonny Styles. I mean, like I watched
Oh,
him
yeah.
terrorize the Big Ten all year, so that wasn't really surprising. He's kind of a freak.
He's
The
fast.
Sadiq, yeah, Sadiq, the tight end from Oregon.
Yeah.
I think the big surprise is Zachariah Branch. He was a wide receiver at SC in Georgia. He's really fast. Like I knew he was really fast when I watched him at SC. He played like Wisconsin and stuff and
Yeah.
at SC. But like he bench pressed like 20 something reps or something like crazy. Like I think that like not that it matters to be at a wide receiver, but like there was also like a I think it was the Miami offensive lineman that ran like a 5.3 40 at like
Jeez.
six, yeah, something crazy. Like
Yeah, I don't
there's
know
some.
that. What's the typical time for like a top tier O lineman? What's kind of the 40
I
time
think
range you
it's got to
think?
be like 5'7", 5'5" through
Oh
five
wow. So
seven.
yeah, he's like
Yeah,
almost a second faster than
yeah.
some of the best O linemen. Yeah, that's it.
Well, not like
Aaron,
a second. Like he's probably like point 1, point 2 range, which is, I mean, like as a
sure.
lineman, you're not running in like full speed. I mean, like maybe with like
Right.
more of the spread offenses, like more when you're like on screens and stuff. But like, yeah, there was some. I feel like even if you had like a pretty good combine, it was pretty average compared to some of the athletic talents we
Yeah.
have going on. So
Yeah, but we did. I think we did kind of have some crazy 40 times. You did mention Kenyon Sadiq, the Oregon tight end. I think what did he run, a 4.39, fastest 40 time for a tight end
yeah,
in over 20 years, I'm pretty
yeah,
sure. Uh
yeah.
is Kenyon Sadiq who we thought Kyle Pitts was going to be?
I honestly probably. I mean, like
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts was like people thought he was like the next what, like Vernon Davis or something, right?
Well, everyone was like, we don't even have anything to compare him to. He's
Yeah,
basically a wide receiver built like a tight end, can run a 4.4, and
yeah, yeah,
obviously Pitts was really good last year, but he just kind of, he didn't really get off to the kind of crazy start we all expected.
yeah, yeah.
But
And like I feel like I mean like yeah, I would argue that. I mean like he's definitely probably one of the better prospects we've seen since Kyle Pitts
sure, yeah,
and like Vernon Davis, I guess.
yeah,
But yeah, yeah, he's a freak. He was really good at Oregon. He was like hurdling guys and stuff. Like the athleticism in football is pretty crazy right now.
yeah. No, it is getting ridiculous. I like I saw a pretty cool tweet where they were it was a picture of I think it was one of the running backs who had the fastest 40 time, and he's really emotional, and it's like there's something so capitalism sucks sometimes, but there's something awesome about running 40 yards and kind of pulling your family out of financial precarity. But yeah,
Uh,
a pretty crazy combine. Maybe the craziest thing that happened in the combine was one of the coaches, Aaron Glenn. I don't know. This is maybe speculate. It's hard to judge it. How often in the media, and I don't know if I count as the media, but we see a 5-second clip and we make a judgment. But I really want to ask you: was Aaron Glenn? Did he fall asleep at the combine? It kind of looked like his eyes were closed, and then he kind of jolted away. Do you think the
yeah, I
Jets head coach
honestly,
was taking a nap there?
yeah, honestly, I think he does. He probably like, dude, he probably sleeps like an average like 2 hours a night. So yeah,
Hmm. You
like
think he was
I don't think
asleep?
I don't think people realize how much those coaches work.
Yeah,
Like,
you don't
do you
fault
remember
him
the Mike
for
Mc,
it.
yeah, do you remember the Mike McDonald quote where he was like, "Yeah, if I get to see my daughter 30 minutes on a Thursday, that's a successful week." Like
And now
it's a
yeah, people
grind.
people love to and then people immediately take it out of context. They're like, he never sees his kids. He doesn't even care about them. It's
Yeah,
like
but like
no,
it's a
it's like
grind. Like
yeah,
that's not a job you do. Like that's not like just a job you get. Like that's a very high pressure. Like
yeah,
very like on the like you're in the media like all the time on the grinder like in the grinder. Yeah, so I
yeah.
think he fell asleep. I mean, like honestly, like the draft is probably like like I mean, like it's important, but like how much do we actually like get out of the draft or not the draft, the combine, right? Right? Like,
Yeah, you're not even like really judging people on the field product. You're taking like a singular couple day performance and,
Yeah.
trying to use whatever analytics, some advanced metrics to kind of.
And then probably 20% of the stuff they do actually could maybe translate. Like we were talking about the offensive lineman. Like an offensive lineman running a 40 does not mean anything. Like how what's the farthest they run in a straight line? Like 5 yards to get on the linebacker.
Maybe if you complete a 50-yard bomb and you're in hurry up offense, it's like between plays you're doing more running.
There's
almost.
just I mean it's cool to see all that. Like I love I'm interested in athletics and people pushing their body to the limit. Like it's impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean honestly, I don't really fault them. I mean, they're probably just trying to interview guys too. Like I know that sounds horrible, and if I was I mean, it's a bad look. It's bad leadership, but yeah, I mean, he's not doing too hot either, so that's probably why it was a way worse look.
Yeah, kind of classic Jets there from Aaron Glenn.
So.
But
I didn't even think he was that good at Detroit. But anyways,
their defense might have been a little overrated. Ben Johnson's was the guy. That was the guy.
He really I thought he was overhyped, but he was very solid. I mean, we'll see how he does in year 2, but
yeah, I mean he really brought Caleb Williams' game to another level this past year. But last thing on the combine, then maybe talk a little March Madness here. Are we getting some? I'm wearing the Badgers QZ. We got the W. We getting some Badgers drafted this year, Beto?
Maybe later on. Maybe that one offensive lineman, right?
I forget his name.
Vinny Anthony might be one. Maybe I don't know, dude.
He's a speedster, good receiver.
Yeah, Ricardo Hallman. Did he declare?
Great. Yeah, that's a good question. Let me do a quick Google here. Ricardo Hallman draft, but yeah, maybe a couple. You think? Yeah, he declared for the 2026 NFL draft. Okay, so Ricardo
he really
Hallman,
hurt his draft stock this past
you think?
year. Oh yeah, he did not look good. Given the Badgers were not good whatsoever, but.
Yeah, no, it's interesting. Oh my gosh, 62 amongst DBs. Yeah, because I feel like 2 years ago, damn, he ran a 4.38. That part of the combine might really help him out there.
That's above average for a defensive back, right? They're mostly
4.38 is that's
they're pretty fast.
That's wide receiver speed.
Yeah, I think defensive backs are generally pretty fast, though.
I don't know if Coleman might have been considered a first round pick a year or two ago, but I don't know. Oh shoot, I'm losing my questions here.
But there might be a sneaky good pick here and there, but the Badgers really they don't have a lot of NFL talent in this draft.
Yeah, hopefully. Well, Fickle just started. I think just this year he started recruiting in Wisconsin. so maybe getting a little better O line. Maybe.
I don't know. I can see why that was an issue, but I don't think Wisconsin high school football is all that great. So I can see why he wasn't really trying super hard.
We need some corn-fed Wisconsin boys on that O line next year.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
But I think.
We need the Jennings Dunker type.
Yeah, this is definitely a make or break year for him. But anyways.
Yeah, no kidding. We'll see if he. I do not have a lot of faith in him, but if he goes out and beats Notre Dame, I'm all the way back in on Luke Fickell. But
yeah, that'd be a great win. I mean, I think the thing that hurts. I think Marcus Freeman was one of his guys. I think.
Oh yeah.
And he moved to Notre Dame, and I think I would have to look at years and stuff. I mean, I think he was on the year before they went undefeated.
Okay, we might need Fickell to go out and do some Connor Stallion stuff. See if he still has access to Marcus Freeman's Google Drive. Maybe get a playbook or something, some signs. Perhaps.
That Notre Dame seems to be tough to beat. I do not like Notre Dame, but I think Marcus Freeman's a very good football coach. He took the very easy way out last year, but that was kind of soft. I think that kind of my opinion of him kind of went down. But
you gave me a hot take earlier. I'll give you a hot take right now. Notre Dame lock lock for the playoffs next year. They're
I
in.
agree. They play a bad schedule. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're kind of screwed if they lose one game. But
They were so pissed they got left out last year. They're like, we don't
dude,
want to be in a bowl game.
yeah, don't lose to your two best teams then. Like, you just had to go 1-1. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
those are you only play like two like good teams a year.
Right. And it's like it's almost like they would have had more of an argument, but then the Miami team that got in over them made it all the way to the championship
Yeah,
and
and they look
obviously
good.
ran to
Yeah.
Indiana. But yeah, we'll see. I think Notre Dame will be back in the playoffs
Yeah,
next year.
I don't think that's a hot take, Matt. I think that's a solid take.
Fair enough. Well, let's get to let's talk a little March Madness as well. Back to the Badgers. What's your confidence level for Badger basketball heading into March Madness here?
For what round?
Let's start off with round one. I don't even know. My guess is we'll be maybe 6 or 7
Yeah,
seed,
I
something
think
like that.
I think if we get like an easy if we get like a Gonzaga 3 draw and then we beat our 11th seed, I think we can make the Sweet 16 pretty easily.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Get Greg
But like
Gard back there.
we're streaky from what I've seen. So
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think the big key is Nolan Winter kind of landed hard and rolled his ankle last night. So
did
I
he?
think, yeah, I think that's the. Ooh, he said the F word. We'll put a dollar in the F bomb jar here for Beto. But no, it does fucking suck. I'll put another one in there. But yeah, hopefully, prayers up for Winter. That's, if he's not there, I'm even less confident. But no, I think we could. I don't know. I think we could be a sneaky little dark horse team in the tournament here. But that's a good.
I think
point
if we
from
can,
you.
I think if we can, I think if we can draw I think if we can get past like the first round, like I can see us like winning the first round by like 2 or 4 or something, and then we can draw like a Gonzaga, like a weak like 3 seed that like or like a Purdue, like I don't know, Purdue beat us earlier, but I think we could beat Purdue, but like kind of like a team like that, I think we can hit enough, we can rise to the occasion and beat them.
No, that's actually a really good point. It could be all about the draw for Wisconsin, because if we fall to like an 8 seed, if we lose to whatever Penn State I think is our last game here, and we fall to an 8,
Purdue,
and we got to play Duke round 2, that would be Purdue. Oh, Purdue almost lost to Northwestern last night. They did end up with the W here, but no, great point from you. Depending on the draw, I don't know. We could be a sneaky team in March Madness. But yeah, last year in March Madness, we didn't have it was a little chalky. We didn't have like a ton of upsets. It felt like way fewer upsets than we normally have every year. Do you think Cinderella will kind of make a return this year in March Madness?
if Miami Ohio counts, then yeah.
Well, we'll count them. We'll give them.
I mean, like, I think,
give 'em a
well,
slipper.
my hot take is I don't follow college basketball a lot to, like, give a X or no answer, but, like, I feel with, like, the transfer portal and stuff, I feel like there's going to be, like, less of a trend with that.
What, less Cinderellas, you think, or more?
Yeah, less.
Damn, that's unfortunate. Yeah,
Because
don't
I feel
know.
like I feel like all those, like, good players are just going to, like, the good schools now, so.
Well, it's like, yeah, the good players, like, maybe they don't mind being the 7th or 8th guy on the the North Carolina bench because they're getting $500K. It's like, yeah, you could go be the guy at Miami of Ohio, but you might only get $100K. You're not getting nearly that.
Yeah.
Money. But
Yeah, so I mean, like, it looks pretty chalky now. I mean, like, Arizona's had some issues, like, doing well, I think, right? But, like, I feel like they're good. Michigan's very solid. Duke's very good.
yeah.
Maybe that, like, fourth spot
UConn's
is up
looking
for
like
grabs.
a juggernaut again. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, maybe that, like, fourth spot. Maybe, like, Florida again or, like, UConn.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah, no, it'll be interesting. And you did mention if Miami of Ohio counts as a Cinderella, I'm going to count them as a Cinderella because for some reason they are ranked right now. I think they're 30-0. If they played another game, maybe they're 31-0. But as far as I know, they were undefeated at the moment. Do you think they're going to leave out Miami of Ohio out of the tournament? Because there's been a lot of smoke saying, oh, maybe they don't deserve to be in. Or maybe I'm just hearing what Bruce Pearl said the other day.
dude, they do. That's a disgrace. I'm sorry.
If they leave them out?
Yeah, like, for, like, one loss, like, a tournament or something, and then one single elimination tournament, that's a disgrace. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is so hard to go all the way into March without losing a single basketball game. No, I agree. They should absolutely be in. Yeah, that would be that would be horrible if they got left out. Let's hope they don't. I think they should be in though. Let's keep our fingers crossed. And Bruce Pearl, Auburn is not very good. They do not deserve to be in over Miami of Ohio and your nepotism team run by your son Stephen Pearl.
He even like admitted it, right?
Dude, the Bruce Pearl quote is crazy. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I did help my son get the job a little bit. Nepotism." I was like, Bruce, why did you say the word nepotism? Like we already knew. Like everyone already knew that's what it was, but you just said it. Why would you say that?
That's crazy.
Bruce Pearl's he's an entertaining commentator, but if he spread more anti-Miami of Ohio propaganda, I think I'm out on his little quips here. But yeah, last thing on college basketball here. You got an early shot in the dark Final Four for me?
Yeah, I'm gonna go chalk for most of it. I'm gonna go Michigan, Duke. Who else? I'm gonna say Houston.
Okay.
Wait, no. I'm gonna take back Houston.
Not the Cougars.
Not the Cougars. I'm gonna say Miami, Ohio.
Yes, let's go.
And then my last
Cinderella.
one. I don't want to say Arizona yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Iowa State.
Ooh, I like that. So Iowa State, Michigan, Duke, and Miami of Ohio.
Yeah, I'm gonna get like one of them right.
Cinderella is back, baby. And I hope the only one, if you only get one right, I hope it's Miami of Ohio, because that would be magical. Imagine Miami of Ohio gets to the Final Four and they're like 38-0. How cool would that be? Oh man, that would be amazing. But no, I love that. I love that Final Four here. But yeah, I only got a couple more questions left for you. I'm not so big on the F1. You are a big F1 fan. Our old roommate, who probably wouldn't want me to, I don't know if you would want me to say his name on here, but he was a big fan of F1 as well.
What is it? I want to say it said on here.
I don't know. He likes to lay low a little bit, but if you know, you know. But yeah, you guys are big F1 guys. I was gonna, I try to send, people notes ahead of the show because I don't want to, catch anyone off guard. You actually had me change a question. My initial F1 question for you was going to be, is Max Verstappen washed? And you texted me, you're like, you should change that to, is Lewis Hamilton washed? And Lewis Hamilton's my GOAT, personally, as someone who rarely, if ever, watches F1. But I'll begrudgingly ask you the question here. Is my GOAT Lewis Hamilton washed?
I think that's a fair point. I mean, he's old. He's old. I mean, he's on a team.
How much does age play a fact? That you were back to your comment about athleticism. It's like I'm oversimplifying it, but it's like you're just sitting in a car. I drive for work a lot. Like, do you have to be? You have to be a crazy athlete to be doing that.
Do you push to the limit to go to work? Are you racing people?
There's
reaction time.
I was driving pretty fast from I was taking Buffalo Wild Wings to someone's house earlier. I was trying to get back for this. So I was driving kind of fast, but maybe what are they going 300?
They're going like 300, like 300 kilos.
300 kilometers.
Yeah, but they're maxing out like 190, 200.
Woo! That's
but they're taking turns like 100 miles per hour. Yeah, it's
terrifying.
I think it's like baseball, right? Like it's kind of like a sport where it's like skill dominated.
Yeah.
You need it's not like football where you're just like if you're a physical beast, you're gonna be good at most positions. But I think he definitely Hamilton's had a lot of raw talent and raw speed.
Yeah,
and but he's a bit older, and his teammate's a very good driver.
Yeah,
and he's on Ferrari, and Ferrari's had issues with has had upper level issues and such. So
sure, more on the engineering side.
Yeah, and just management issues.
But no, it's interesting to me that you bring up the point of age because as someone who doesn't follow F1, to me, I'm struggling to visualize how age is kind of a factor in that, but I guess
Yeah,
it's
I feel
still
like
it still
yeah, I mean
contributes.
like you're using like different like athletics, like your reaction time goes down, like you don't take as much risk as you do when you're younger.
Oh,
You
okay. Sure.
yeah, you make more mistakes just because you're
Okay.
just like kind of that like stuff.
Maybe
Like
not
you
as
play
sharp,
baseball
I
too.
guess. Yeah.
Like baseball with like hitting, like as you age, like
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah,
yeah,
you still have the power and the skills to hit a bunch of home runs, but you might not still have the quick
yeah,
twitch muscles sort of thing.
yeah, yeah, like kind of like I don't know, like it's a I
I
think
appreciate you
he I
putting
think
it into baseball terms because
yeah
I would not follow otherwise.
yeah yeah like I think
He might be washed.
yeah, and he's dating Kim Kardashian now, so that's kind of like
Lewis Hamilton is?
yeah. He was with her at the Super Bowl.
It's the
That's
Kim
kind of like a
Kardashian curse, I think.
yeah, that's kind of like a white flag.
Look at Kanye. He kind of fell off after after divorcing her. Not to get political,
Yeah, I
but
mean like yeah.
back to F1. We're really on thin ice here. Back to the F1. Who's the favorite in Australia? I assume there's a Grand Prix down in Australia coming up here.
It's
Who would
coming up
you?
Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night. Oh,
Yeah.
I might be at our old roommate's place, so I'll probably be
Oh
watching
really?
some of that.
Where
But
does he live?
over in Madtown. But
Oh really? He
who's
lives in
the
Madison also?
yeah, who's the who's we're putting his business out here. We can't say his name. He must not be named. But
Yes, yeah.
who's the favorite in Australia here?
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna say like I'm gonna say either the McLarens or Verstappen. I'm probably gonna lean Verstappen
Okay.
just with
So
his
Verstappen
skill.
not washed. That was a dumb
Yeah,
question. I'm
I mean
sorry, I
like
had to
yeah.
change
There's
it.
yeah.
I just feel
There's
like
been
he
some
hasn't been
regular.
as dominant, but I don't know. I don't
Well,
follow.
his car was illegal a few years ago. They got hit with a lot of like penalties with
His
it. So the
car
they
was
developed.
illegal?
Yeah,
What did they do? The engineers made him an illegal
yeah
car? What
they
did they
just bent
do?
the rules. Like they bent the design rules.
Huh.
And
Interesting.
like
So he got like suspended or
like yeah, they had to fire a bunch of their guys and like their
Oh,
design
okay. So he had
engineer
to
left.
he
Yeah,
had to build a new team from scratch almost.
like Verstappen's in it, but like the Red Bull team basically had to. And
Huh. Interesting.
yeah, and like the car was not good last year, and he was competing until the last race with
Okay.
McLaren, which was impressive in itself. And
Yeah.
he's definitely him and Hamilton. Like I'd say he's very close to Hamilton in terms of he's probably just as good in terms of like just like raw talent and speed.
Yeah.
Um, he I'd say he's the favorite. I think like I'm just gonna say the McLarens. I'm just gonna assume they're good. I mean I have to see like the practices and stuff.
Is
But
the
I think
McLaren's a
Verstappen.
last name or that's the name of the car?
That's the name
That's
of
the
the
car.
car. Yeah,
Okay.
Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Lando Norris won the
Okay.
world championship
Gotcha.
last year. Then
I've
Oscar
heard of
Piastri,
Lando.
who's
Yeah. Okay.
and
I feel
then
like
Oscar
those are your
Piastri's
top three.
yeah, I'm gonna stick with the top three from last year. I think maybe Ferrari, Mercedes will be sneaky. Maybe there'll be like another like sneaky one in the top
How,
10. But yeah,
how's
they're
Checo doing? He's a Red Bull guy, right?
he's on Cadillac now. He didn't drive last
Oh,
year. Yeah,
Checo is one of the guys who got the boot from from Red Bull, I guess.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But
But
yeah, I don't like I said, I don't follow F1, so
yeah,
I don't really have too much to
yeah.
add here.
So what's kind of scary is that a lot of the races are in like in Bahrain, Qatar, Abu
Oh,
Dhabi. So those races aren't gonna be happening this
yeah,
month.
don't not anytime soon, I don't think.
Yeah, and especially Bahrain. Bahrain's the next race.
Yeah, there might
But
have been
yeah.
something might have went down over there. But let's stick to sports here. Final question. Final question here for you. About golf. Um,
Oh,
about golf. Yeah, I've heard some rumblings about Tiger Woods. I know Tiger is pretty much washed, but everyone he really just brings a level of excitement to the game where people who don't even follow golf, if Tiger's competing, they're gonna tune in. So, do you think Tiger is gonna end up competing at all in the PGA this year?
oh, probably not. It probably hurt his back or something.
Oh, darn. I was gonna say I wanted to see him in the Masters, but I don't know. He'd kind of have to get.
I don't know.
He'd have to be back to form, I guess, to do that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I think it's too tough to tell, but
Yeah. I'm
I
excited for the Masters, man.
yeah, that's always like my favorite time of the year. Like one of my favorite times of the year because it gets like warm around here and
Yeah.
stuff. So
Yeah, it's the best time of the year, baby. March Madness coming up, and then we'll see Scotty Scheffler probably win another one, right?
yeah, probably. I mean, Rory won last year, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Rory finally gets his masterpiece. That was a great call from Jim Nance. Shout out Jim Nance. But yeah, man, that's really all I had for you today. This was a fun podcast.
This was a lot of fun.
We kind of towed the line a little bit here. No, it was fun talking, NFL Combine and assorted other sports. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Obviously, you're welcome back on any time, and gonna be rooting for your Cinderella here, Miami of Ohio. How cool would that be?
Text me during March Madness.
I will. Yeah, we should link up, watch some games together.
Maybe I'll go to Madison.
Maybe Wisconsin is a little bit of a Cinderella. That'd be pretty cool as well. But yeah, man, that's I think that's all I got for you. So thanks again, man, and you're welcome back on any time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. This was a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. All right, that's a wrap.